So, our next speaker, she is a safety trainer, a transformational speaker, accountability coach. She empowers safety teams in the construction industry to lead with confidence and accountability. With over 20 years of field experience, she delivers practical, engaging training that turns compliance into a culture. Her mission is to help teams protect lives, reduce incidents, and build safer job sites, one crew at a time. She delivers with heart, humor, and high impact. And may I also add, she is an OSHA master trainer, a NCCER certified safety instructor and proctor, and she's also a hazmat certified instructor. She is the CEO and visionary of Dependable Angel Services, and her topics is about leadership, compliance essentials, accountability without blame, and women empowerment. So, everyone, please help me welcome none other than Dr. Miss Felicia Alexander Branch. Welcome, Miss Felicia, also known as Dr. Fab.
Thank you.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are so glad to have you join and speak to my group today. Thank you for coming.
All right. Safety presentation. As y'all can see here, this gentleman here, he has a hard hat on. He has his ears covered for protection. He has his vest on to be visible. He has his glove on to protect his fingers. Let me see. I gotta move y'all out. Let's see. My topic today is the safety hustle, protecting people, building legacy, training safety into leadership and legacy. Ms. Felicia Alexander Branch, I am the CEO of Dependable Angel Services, and today I'm presenting this on September 9th. As you can see here, we have the yellow hard hat, which means we're going to protect our head. The lock in the middle means that we're going to lock out everything. When you're dealing with electricity, when you deal with anything that has energy to it. Caution, I'm quite sure y'all familiar with that sign when you're driving on the highway. Okay. I'm an OSHA master trainer, NCCR certified instructor and proctor, hazmat and emergency management certified. I'm from Port Arthur, Texas. I'm building safe workplaces and lasting legacies. And as you can see in the upper corner, you have the SDS that converted from the MSDS, which is your material safety data sheet. And now it's the SDS because it became global. And of course, you can see I won a lot of awards. I'm from Texas. And as you can see, my nice, lovely hard hat there, it tells you who I am. And you can see who I am from my picture. My agenda for today is 4 steps to building a safety legacy: awareness, language, action, and legacy. Safety isn't just a compliance, it's a culture. It's our legacy. One overlooked detail can cost more than money. It can cost trust, safety, and even lives. I want you to look at this scale, and in the chat, I want you to tell me on a scale 1 to 10, how do you feel honestly about the place you work at, or if you work from home? Uh-oh, hold on. What happened to the screen, coach?
We see it.
I can't see it. I see y'all, but I can't see the screen. There you go. Hold on. I got to figure out how to make y'all smaller. See, it's not letting me, my presentation stopped. See what it's doing? Hold on. It's like y'all, it have y'all in the way where the screen won't move anymore. Hold on, let's see. There you go. I have to do it from the bottom, but y'all disappeared. I can't even see y'all anymore. Awareness, introduction. Most accidents are preventable if caught early. Awareness activity. I want y'all to identify these safety symbols. Can someone tell me what number 1 is?
Fire extinguisher.
Yes, it is a fire extinguisher. Can someone tell me what number 2 is?
Electrocution or lightning.
Electrocution, sure.
Yes, it could be either or, electrocution or lightning. Can someone tell me what number 3 means?
No smoking.
No smoking. Can someone tell me what number 4 is?
First aid kit.
First aid kit.
Okay, and can someone tell me what number 5 is?
That construction zone.
Hard hat.
Yes, it's your hard hat. Awareness in action. Hazard spotting, saving time, money, and lives. Leaders model awareness for teams. Awareness, you prevent incidents before they happen. And as you can see here, we have the risk assessment where this person is right here. They're checking off for elimination, any substitutions, engineering control, administration control, and PPE. They're making sure everything is in compliance. As you look to your left, the young lady is there. She has a hard hat on. She has a radio, her checklist. And also you can see she's looking for moving vehicles. That sign tells you if you're in a plant anywhere, even if you're at a store somewhere, always be cautious of moving vehicles. When it says danger, wear your hard hat. You have to be careful when you walk into places where that is located. And it says notice on authorized personnel. You do not go into a facility where it says that, because otherwise you will get a termination or you may get a write-up. It just depends on the discretion of that safety person that's on charge that day. Safety is a language. Safety is first. Safety is spoken, as you can see from the megaphone here. We have to speak safety at home. We have to speak safety at work. We have to speak safety at all times. That is a way of life. That is our culture. The PPE. You got to remember your PPE is always worn. It's to protect the worker from illnesses or injury. Your hard hat, your gloves, your goggles. A hazard is a source of potential harm or risk in the workplace. Lockout tagout is when you put a lock on a device. You make sure it's locked out. The energizer is cut off, and nobody can start it. And when you do lockout tagout, sometimes they may have multiple boxes with locks on it, and you have to keep your key with you. You can't give your key to somebody else. That is an automatic termination in any field. A near miss is an unplanned event that could result in injury or damage, but didn't do that at that time. You didn't get hurt. It was a near miss. Means like if you went to go do something, you dropped something on your foot, but that was a near miss. Next time you may drop something on your foot, you may lose that toe. Compliance is when you're following safety laws, rules, and company standards. Language in action. Clear communication reduces mistakes. As you can see here, the young man and young lady, they're talking to each other. They have to make sure that they are communicating with each other in order to understand what is going on the job. That's when we do our morning meetings every morning to make sure everybody is clear of what today's scope is going to be. And then also at the end of the job, we have what they call a consistent with the trust, where we talk to each other and we give the feedback of what happened for that day. You remember words equals culture. Language reflection. What is one safety phrase you hear often at your job site? Can someone tell me a safety phrase that they hear at their job site or at home that's maybe annoying to them or inspiring to them? Start with Miss Cece.
Close the gate fully.
Okay. Next, Miss
It
Kanisha.
separates the space.
Okay. Miss Kanisha.
Turn off
Inspiration.
the stove.
Okay. Ms.
Third
Priscilla?
office.
Blood. I don't know. I really don't know. Unplug stuff.
Okay. Miss Stephanie? What's something that inspires you or annoys you on your team when it comes to safety?
I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Okay, put it in the chat. And since Mr. Anton can't answer me, he could also put it in the chat too. Action creates culture. As you can see here, this young man, he's checking off everything he's doing for his assignment and task for that day. And also, you can see to your right, that is a lightning alert. If you're not familiar with lightning, that applies to home, that applies to work. Anytime lightning is within 10 miles of you, you're supposed to seek shelter. PPE compliance. Make sure that you always have your PPE when you go to work. Breaker box awareness. We went over that a couple of weeks ago on the breaker box awareness. I showed you how to cut off the main when you have the lights going off. I taught you also how to do the fire extinguisher inspections. Mr. Anton said wet floors, yes. Okay, next, you have the different type of fire extinguisher. You have the A class, which is your ordinary combustible, which consists of your wood, your paper, your cloth. Your B is flammables, gasoline, oil, petroleum. C is your electrical, energized equipment. D is your metals, magnesium, titanium, sodium, and K is like your kitchen combustibles, your grease such as vegetable oil and animals. And right here you can see part 1910. This comes out the OSHA standard. So this is something I want you to write down. And at your spare time, if you want to go over and read over fire protection, you can. And it's OSHA 1910.157. And in the title in the book, you will see it's titled Portable Fire Extinguishers. This is something that everybody needs to know, no matter if it's dealing with work or home, when it's pertaining to fire extinguishers. Here, I'm going to teach you how to operate a fire extinguisher properly. First, you're going to pull the pin that's at the very top. Next, you're going to aim at the base of the fire. 3, you're going to squeeze the handle. And 4, you're going to sweep from side to side with that fire, which is known as the pass method. Pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. And this is a scenario right here during the storm. And this is your first step of cutting the breaker box off. You're going to cut the main off. And then after that, you're going to cut every breaker off in that box. And when the storm is over, the lights return back on, you're going to do it in the opposite. You're going to cut the main on and cut every single breaker on back after that. Quick, correct action saves lives. As you can see here, this young man at the left, he's sticking a screwdriver in there. That's a no-no because he didn't lock out, tag out. You got to also remember teams respect leaders who walk the walk and talk the talk. That is where your true coach comes in. Yeah, Miss CC, he is screwed. Culture is built through consistent action. As you can see here, the team is working together. They're giving each other a hand lift for praise, letting them know that everybody did good at work that day. What's one safety action you wish was done more consistently at your workplace? Can someone answer that question?
Closing the gate fully to secure assets.
Yes, ma'am. That is a good example. From compliance to culture. Compliance just follows rules because you have to. No, you don't do that because it's going to get you in trouble. It's to check boxes to meet OSHA or company requirements. Culture is when safety is no longer just a rule. It becomes part of your everyday life. So no matter if you work at home, safety is going to always be your number one lifesaver. The way your team thinks, speaks, and acts without being told. The shift. Compliance is minimum standards. Culture is maximum impact. So when safety becomes a culture, people, we watch out for each other. That's naturally. Teams feel empowered, not policed. Leaders just don't enforce, they inspire. It creates a legacy that outlives your role at your job site. So the model for safety here is you inspire your team, you have good safety habits, creates generational impact, you become leaders for today and safe for tomorrow. Can someone give me a personal win that they did in safety, and then I'm gonna turn around and give you one of my personal wins?
I closed the gate fully because I saw it was not, and the assets were not secured.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a safety win that I had. I had a gentleman that went to sleep in a crane one night. I got a phone call by 2 o'clock in the morning. The superintendent was nowhere to be found. I was next in charge. He called me on the phone. He said, Miss Felicia, the crane ball has hit the ground. It was a near miss. It almost hit a man. It didn't take him out of here. So I told him, I said, shut the crane down. Did you do your log for that night? He said, yes, ma'am, I did. I said, give me about 30 minutes. I'll be there. So I got there, and we already knew previously to this crane being malfunctioning, I already had a black book log. Been keeping it for about 2-3 months. Me and the guy, we complained to the manufacturer, we complained to everybody about this crane overload switch. So that's the win. I saved John's life as well as his livelihood. He could have lost his crane license. So that was a win for me. And that's why you saw in the previous slides, I got an award for that through the company I was working for at that time. She said, shut the door in Mr. Clark's voice. What safety legacy do you want to leave behind for your team and company today, or family? You have your walking path, and you also have your lights of reflection.
Oh.
In closing, 4 steps to my safety legacy is awareness, your language, your action, your legacy. Which step spoke to you mostly today? Can someone tell me which one? Can someone answer that question?
Awareness,
Okay, and can you tell me why?
because if they observe, they will be aware that the gate is not secured and nor are the assets, and that is not safe.
Okay, Miss Kanisha, why did you say awareness?
Because once you're aware, you know what to look out for and how to move accordingly. So awareness was definitely key for me here today.
Yes. And when safety becomes a culture, it becomes a legacy. It protects lives, it protects your family and future. And I want to thank you. Let's connect. This is my information here, Dependable by Angel Services LLC. This is my email. These are my phone numbers. If you would like to speak to me directly or set up a consultation, and you would like to book me for workshops and more trainings, let's build a safety culture that lasts. And as you see here, you can scan here for Instant Hub. And if everybody want to check out their phones, this is going to give you the feedback form to let you know how I did on my presentation, if you don't mind filling it out. And this concludes my presentation. Ms. Dependable Angel Services, Felicia Alexander Branch.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, thank you, Dr. Felicia Alexander Branch, for your presentation and bringing awareness and a long-lasting impact to my organization about safety, because safety does come first. So thank you, thank you, thank you for that. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Y'all give her some hearts, some fire emojis in the chat, hand claps. Awesome, awesome. There go the hearts. Great job. Awesome.
you.
Okay, there we go. Yes, awesome, awesome, awesome.